Hey YouTube, this is a hardcore nerdiness video here. Now, I go back about a week ago, found a comment on YouTube. It was a comment on a Gravekeeper's deck, and the person who was making the deck profile made a comment about Fire Kings and the fact that they were kind of good. And then this dude went on this whole rant about how horrible they were and how they would never be good. And so I was like, you know what? Challenge accepted. I'm building a Fire King deck profile, and that's what this is. This is basically an in-your-face video to the person who ranted about that. His name was WebSurfer, then a number. I guess I could probably put a link in the description if need be. But yeah, without further ado, here is our deck profile. Now, first off, you got your 3 Fire King High Avatar Garunix. Now what this dude does is he's your main boss monster of the deck. When he is destroyed, sent to the graveyard, I believe. Yeah. Special summon it and destroy all monsters on the field. It's got to be destroyed by a card effect, but yeah. So, not all cards on the field, all monsters on the field, other than this card. I'm not sure if I said cards or monsters. But yeah, fantastic card. Lot of potential. Becomes a really fantastic monster to use. And then he's got an additional effect. When he's destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 Fire King from your deck, besides this one. But yeah. And he's also got 2700 attack, so pretty hard to get over too. Next up, this card isn't actually out yet. It's Fire King Avatar Yaksha. It's only OCG at the moment, but hopefully when it comes out we can use it, which will be very usable. Just not sure when it's going to come up, basically. Anyway, if a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can destroy 1 card you control, or in your hand. You can only activate this effect once per turn. But yeah, ridiculous. Easy way to get your Garunix out. Also, it has 200 defense, so it's a very good target for Fire Dog, Rekindling, etc. But other than that, also Beast Warrior, so it's searchable with Tenki. So yeah, great card. Becomes a fantastic engine. Next up, you got 2 Fire King Avatar Barong. He's your searcher of the deck. He has the same special summoning effect as the other one did. There's when the face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed and sent, destroyed and sent to the graveyard by a card effect. You can special summon it from your hand. He is also an 18200 monster, also a Beast Warrior, so very, very helpful. All these are fire, by the way, in case you couldn't tell by the title. And when this guy is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, during the next standby phase, you can search for a Fire King. It's pretty great. Also, this applies to spells too, which is extremely helpful. Next up, 3 Fire King Avatar Kirin. This is your main Foolish of the deck. It's got the same special summoning effect, also has 200 defense. However, this one's a beast, so it's not searchable with Tenki. But what this guy does is, when he's destroyed and sent to the grave, you can send 1 fire monster from your deck to your grave. Any fire monster, not Fire King necessarily, any fire monster. So great card, just amazing card. Next up, you have your lone 1 Fire King Avatar Garunix, the not good one. Basically, you only run this as level 3. It doesn't even have 200 defense. But yeah, it's pretty much only an Xe/Synchro material. I mean, it's all it is a battle spec with the special summoning effect of the other Fire Kings. So I guess it could potentially be useful sometimes, but not usually. So I only run 1. And the battle specking is not broken. It says 1 Fire King Avatar, so you can't spec your High Avatar Garunix with it. Next up, you got your 3 Fire Dogs. There's a lot in this deck with 200 defense, and that guy's really helpful bringing them out. Just going for quick XC summons, quick synchros, you know, whatever. And going off of that, you got your 2 Flamvell Magicians. It's useful with Rekindling and Fire Dog, pretty much is the size of it. Now you got 3 of your Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit. A lot of you probably don't know what this guy does. When he's normal summoned, you can special summon a fire monster with 200 defense in your grave, or I think it's 200 or less defense in your grave. This card can only sync for a Beast Warrior synchro, and when you special summon using this effect, you can only attack with Beast Warrior monsters that turn. So it's really good. Easy Lion Emperors, easy Horse Prince. Very nice card. Next up, you got 1 Pyrorex. He's just fun to use in general. Not sure actually, because I don't pull him that much, but you know, you have to destroy something your opponent controls, which is kind of annoying, but you're also destroying something your opponent controls, so I mean, I'm not about to complain about it, so good card. Got your 1 Sacred Phoenix of Nephis. Please don't leave. This is basically the same thing as Garunix, only with 300 less attack, and it destroys spell and traps instead. So it's good. It's really good. You got 1 Goku the Pyre of Malice. When you control a fire monster, you can special summon this card. It's level 6. When you do, destroy 1 fire monster you control. Alrighty, sounds good. Once per turn, to each of your standby phases, I believe, you can special summon 1 token. It's just a level 1/0/0 Fire Pyro. And then and it's not even once per turn, you contribute a fire monster to have this card gain 500 attack until the end phase. So potentially could become a beater, but usually it's just for Photon Strike bouncer combos with Horse Prince, or just destroying crap. That's cool too. That's it for the monsters. Now for spells, we got our 3 Circle of the Fire Kings. This is useful in pretty much every fire deck. It's a quick play spell. Destroy 1 fire monster you control. Special summon 1 fire from your grave. You can only activate it once per turn, but way too good in this deck. Not even going to talk about that. Next up, you got your 2 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. This is kind of like your Cyber Dragon-esque card. If you control no monsters and your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon 1 Fire Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast from your deck. Its effects are negated, destroyed in the end phase. You can only activate once per turn. Garunix, you get your High Avatar Garunix out, which is awesome. Also, the card looks freaking sick. But yeah, it's just amazing for especially first turn stuff or early game stuff, that kind of thing. Wonderful to have. Next up, you got your 3 Fire Formation Tenkies. Just search out your Beast Warriors. That's pretty much it. And then the 100 attack boost comes in handy sometimes. So next up, you got 3 Rekindlings. As I said before, there's a lot in this deck with 200 defense, so this is pretty funny. Allows you to have Tiger King combos. Next up for the spells is pretty much just staples from here. You got your Dark Hole, Heavy, Foolish, and Reborn. Then for traps, I only run 2. Mirror Force, and then Solemn Warning, replaceable with Solemn Judgment. It doesn't matter. I'd like to put in a Solemn Judgment in addition to those, but like this deck has so much insurance, it's not even funny. Unfortunately, the main thing that does kill the deck pretty bad is Bottomless Trap Hole. It kind of sucks, but I mean, Nephis kind of controls your opponent's back row, and then a lot of Fire King decks revolve only on Garunix, and that's not what you're supposed to do because that's unreliable. So this deck doesn't get hurt as much by the traps as most other Fire King decks do, because you can do a lot of things in this rather than most. So for the extra deck, you got 2 of the Horse Prince, mainly just a target for Spirit. And it's pretty funny just being able to randomly spec a level 3 from your deck. You got 2 Lion Emperor, again, just for the sake of spirits. Yeah. Also recycles your fires, obviously, that's all it does. Then you got your 1 Tiger King. You rarely get this out, so if you can afford it, by all means put it in. It's not that expensive, I don't think. Then again, I am proxying it, so I have no idea. I think it's only like $10 though. It's a pretty funny card to use. You can really only fully utilize it when Tenki is out, but still, good card. Next up, these are all just kind of random staples you can go for over the course of the duel. I got your 1 Stardust, 1 Colossal, 3 Scrap Dragon. I don't have 3 Scrap Dragon. Working on that one. But you pretty much need that for obvious reasons. Everything goes on being destroyed, and just being able to do stuff like that is absolutely hilarious. Got your 1 Photon Strike Bouncer for every once in a while you make it. It's pretty funny. Got your Black Rose. Technically you can make it. I've never actually done that. But yeah. Got your Zen Mains. Again, technically you can do it. Basically, if you have like 4 Kirins in your grave and activate Rekindling, you can go for that. And then you got your 2 Utopias. I got some pretty cool artwork on this Utopia, actually. But yeah, basically that's just for Fire Dog plays when you don't. Well, just for Fire Dog plays when you don't synchro, really. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment, tell me what you think. This doesn't run anywhere near enough staples, I realize that. But I think the deck is reliable enough to get away with it. I mean, Valor just does not hurt this deck at all, which I think is absolutely hilarious because there are a lot of people mainboarding like 3. One thing that does just destroy this is Evil Swarms. Like, that thing comes out, and yeah, you need to side against it hardcore. That's up to you guys to decide because I don't make side decks on profile. But yeah, until I saw one guy running a bunch of Lance to take care of it. I hate Lance. I don't know why. I just despise that card. So I'm not running that. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, leave a like and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Check out some of my other videos. Other than that, have fun dueling, guys. Hardcore nerdiness out.